What are some myths that people still believe? That drug dealers live to give away free product to kids in Halloween lol. That magnetic jewelry, healing will cure just about anything. A dude named Mesmer the 1780 came up with the idea. And it have been debunked many times, yet it's still a billion-dollar industry. Fun fact, the word mesmerized is related to him. You have to wait 48 hours to report someone missing before it comes into contact with oxygen. That blood is blue. The fact that blood really transports oxygen throughout your body baffles me. My mom always tells me to never mix milk and fish, since that would poison me. Same goes to sleeping with socks in bed. It makes people blind, according to her. The story that everyone thought the world was flat into the early modern period. No, they did not. Scientists and educated people knew the world was round and roughly knew its size. That we only use 10% of our brain, bullshit. Hopefully most people know that's false. But they recently made that movie with that as a premise and that was disheartening. That you can work from your phone and give up your regular job and make a fortune shilling. Garbage MLM products. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. This concept was an advertising promotion by Kellogg in order to sell more cereal. I'm not sure where the flat earth myth came from, but even ancient astronomers knew the earth was round. The one about you're supposed to buy an engagement ring worth 3 months of your pays. Idiots still falling for a PR ad campaign from the 1920s. Or maybe it was 30s, doesn't matter. It's ridiculous. For far too long, I sincerely believed that if you eat an apple seed, a tree may begin to grow inside of you. What is the weirdest rumor you heard about yourself? That I was dead. I got in a bad car wreck in high school and an off-duty nurse was first in the scene. She happened to have a white blanket to cover me up with because I was laying on the ground and it was cold. A classmate drove by and saw my car and a body under a white blanket. I missed the next day of school because I was too sore. When I came in the day after that, everyone gasped and said they heard I had died in a car wreck. That my best friend and I had a threesome with this one dude in high school. Until the day I heard that rumor, I had no idea who that guy was. That I had a secret twin sister living in another country. Not at all true. There was a rumor in my high school that I slept with all my friends' moms. Had several classmates who I didn't really know come up to me and with grave concern ask if I slept with their moth. I killed my mother. This went around in high school. While I was in high school. Like somehow I was going to be there in class with them if this were remotely true. It kept me from getting bullied though. FYI, I called my mom yesterday and sang happy birthday to her. So. That I had 6 toes. Not on 1 foot, but in total. In school in Ireland, a girl asked her ex about me because we were in the same class, and in a bid to put her off he told her that I was French. That I wrote poetry. I played chess, and being half English I ate crumpets all the time. She still dated me and it made for very interesting conversation on our first dates. It kinda backfired on him. What emo teen wouldn't want to date a French guy who writes poems? I'm a teacher. Kids love to misinterpret everything. That I was having an affair with another teacher. We were not. We simply had a meeting, with 2 other teachers, in a room not being used for a class during that period. But Mr. Dragon, I saw you go into the room with Ms. Smith. That I had been in jail. I used to teach high school equivalency in a jail before teaching in a high school. That I was gay. I'm not. I've been married to a woman for the last 25 years. That I eat the souls of students. Well, I do have red hair. So. That I was having sex with my buddy Eric. I got shingles in 7th grade. I was taken out of school on the 8th of September 2001. Didn't come back for 2 weeks. Apparently there was a rumor started that I was one of the pilots on 9/11. Kids are wild. That my HIV had progressed to the point of AIDS and that it wouldn't be long before I died. I do not have HIV. I did some digging around and learned my sister had started the rumor shortly after I come out as gay. Thanks, sis. I was stalking, harassing someone in my friend group. He and I didn't get along very well. We were both dramatic people in our early 20s, and one day he decided to make it look like I was obsessed with him. He'd always make these big accusations when our group got together, but they were laughably easy to pick apart. Situations like him. I saw BW_Bird at the movie theater yesterday a few rows away. She didn't say anything and spent the entire time staring at me. Mutual friend. BW_Bird and I hung out all day yesterday at my place. Or him. BW_Bird. You called me 5 times on Wednesday. I had to shut off my phone because it was disrupting class. Me. No, I didn't. Do you want to see my call logs? Him. You just deleted those logs to make yourself look innocent. Note. This wasn't possibly on my phone. Me. Could we look at your call logs? Him. Changes subject. What are things you wish porn would stop doing? Really over-exaggerated fake moaning is the biggest turnoff there is, tbh. Have ads around it that are completely unrelated and 10x more gross. Lazy set dressing. Saw one where a coffee table, fruit bowl, comprised a bunch of plastic grapes, a Spanish onion, a bulb of garlic and 7 potatoes. Bad scripting. Look, it's not often I go looking for porn with a bit of substance to it. And even rare still that the porn I look for isn't intentionally or ironically bad acting for laughs. But when I do go searching for it, it'd be nice if it was easier to find. I'm not asking for Oscar-worthy quality, but a bit of effort would be nice. Bonus points if the actors actually look like they're enjoying themselves. Unpopular opinion perhaps, but cutting the undressing part. It starts off hot and heavy and boom, she's naked. How many times can the same girl be a virgin? And there's no way that the teen from next door was tricked into getting railed on that massage table. The actress moaning during a titty fuck. Stop it. Now. Just no. The titles. I feel bothered sometimes because of the titles, lol. The false expectations of how fast a plumber will show up. Stop being censored. Why would I watch censored porn? It's porn. Lesbian porn that is very obviously 2 straight women. The staged pleasure, the fake moans and the give it to me, daddy, and the ridiculous facial expressions. It's all really hammy and cringy. Men who are curious about breasts. What questions do you want answered? Were backpacks ever useful like counterweights? I know it's so stupid, but freshman me had this question going on. What effects does a period have on them? Are they hard to run with? I feel like they'd be like bowling balls or something. Does it hurt if I hug back tightly when a woman hug me? Do women also have random nipple erections in public? Alright, I didn't notice anybody asking that and I need to know, do they float in water? It just sounds logical that medium and big breasts would since they have fat in it. Does it get uncomfortable when you sleep on your stomach? Boob owner here. Please tell us if you feel something that feels off. Women can get breast cancer as early as their 20s and an extra pair of hands will be helpful. Signed. A breast cancer fighter whose ex told her that he felt something but didn't tell her because he didn't want to freak me out. When you are breastfeeding and have to pump, does it feel like a full bladder having to pee it in your breast, or does it just fill up and you pump whenever? Also, do y'all do weird things to them when you are bored? Do you store anything between them? Pornography often depicts breasts as being a particularly strong erogenous zone. Is there any truth to that? Does stimulation of the breasts correspond with particularly high sexual stimulation? Or is that just a myth? Ladies who have implants, can you feel them inside your boobs? What is something you will never do again? Get back on Facebook. Start a long-distance relationship. Smoke cigarettes stopped 2 years ago. Stay in an abusive relationship. Go back to prison. I made a vow with myself that I would never go back because of what happened to me there. I kept my vow cause it been over 40 years since I go out and I haven't been back since. Attempt to pick up a wild snake. Open marriage insisted upon our therapist. Be a doormat. Trust someone so easily. Trust is meant to be earned, not easily given. Weight more than 250 pounds. I started the year at 325.4. Today I'm 249.4. 76 pounds down. Halfway there. Go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line. Multiple accounts of being fair to people and expecting them to be fair back. Helping out people and not realizing human gratitude has a shorter span than the memory of a goldfish.